public service request. Attention please. Do you know anyone who exhibits unnatural abilities such as telekinesis, mind hacking, pyrokinesis, ability to levitate self or surrounding objects? These attributes are not to be admired. They are symptoms of diseases which have resulted in exposure to the toxic agents in the environment. Do society a favor and report such individuals. They are often antisocial and have severe mental disorders. They are a major threat to complicity with the cause will result in prosecution and highly likely incarceration.
I was asked to build it. yourself. This is in downtown Las Vegas, right on the railroad tracks. It says enemy prisoner war camp. They're all on top. And they're building them all the way across the United States right now. Bush signed an executive order taking the old forts and the army places that we shut down and rebuilding them as the so-called dissidents. What's the definition of a dissident? And the problem is that we're going to enslave ourselves because most people want to keep having food coming in and you're going to follow the line. You're just walking yourself into your own prison camp. Then we're going to come down to the extermination. Just like Phil and I lectured together. I know Phil's not. He's dead now.
I know he's dead. And so what about what he was saying about the number of bases at that time? I think it was 129 bases before he died. Underground had already been built. Is that all for the elite?
Yeah.
Really?
What are they going to do with the rest of the people? They just get rid of the wind above ground and be radiated. Now, my son actually is a nuclear physicist. Spent the last 3.5 years in the secret city in Russia. They're about 12 years ahead of us. They have 22,000 nuclear warheads. And of course, we're the target. The Soviets have 3 nuclear submarines on the west coast and 3 on the east coast. They're about 2 football fields wide, 5 stories tall, and they all are nuclear power. And aimed at west coast down. Well, because the plan is that northern hemisphere is where they're going to release the nuclear bombs, and here it was that the winds from the North Pole are coming down, because that's increasing drastically. We'll go to the equator, and there will be very little spillover because of the reversible winds because of the southern hemisphere.
Okay.
So therefore, the radiation here will be a lot more than the southern hemisphere.
And this is a fait accompli.
Oh, they think so. Oh, yeah, they think they want. That's the reason why they don't bother about you talking to them. They don't care whether you know or not. What are you going to do about it? You have no idea what China is to yourself. With $1.3 billion, you understand, almost over 4 times our population. I spent some time with the heads together with friends. They think what they're going to do about the West is go ahead and spite it. And then they want to click up and say it's been 5,000 years. And what they're doing, acquiring all the assets. That Canada, the United States, the property there, the food growing areas will be enough to take care of their people. And that's what they're going to do. Why I think that would be fun.
So the U.S. will become a resource.
Whatever's left.
You seem to be getting in a position to be able to put a fair amount of this together, which is quite interesting.
Well, I walked my talk. I played the game.
You played the game. You know one level of it.
And I used, like I say, I used to play around with more readers, so I know what to play with.
What change of heart? What happened in you that made you decide to share this information and have some habits and inside levels?
Well, they come back to a moral situation that happened. Like, when I flew to Aspen, I brought my 2 daughters up there so they could go skiing. And when I was coming back to this meeting, I walked in, that's when they asked me, as they said, we like you, expert. This is why you so that's what they said.
So that you become a team.
Yeah, I mean, if you wonder was to listen to these things. So the next thing I asked him, I said, well, wait a minute. I started this $100 million project. And they said, don't worry about it. We'll put it on ice. And I said, okay, then I said, the next thing was, where's the next president? Well, this is going to be breaking the internet. They said, Jimmy Carter. I said, Jimmy all the places you know we're not. I said, well, the next person is
Have mercy on me, please.
Why? You had the mercy on me when you took my house? Gangster scum? I had 3 kids. Your system is too big to survive. How long did you think you can continue this charade? You think we'll be in debt for you forever? You piece of shit banking cartel mafia. You destroyed everything, you fucking piece of worthless crap. I hope you burn in hell, you greedy animal. Finish them off already, bloody leeches. If you don't do it, I'll do it myself. I'll put a bullet in their face. Here's your money, you banking pig. I wipe my ass with it. It's worth nothing. Your whole mentality of fucking greed, you can shove it up your ass. The disease of humanity. Pray.
Money is dead, the human spirit is alive. This is my last recording. Voice encoded active. The fuckers are on their way. Make sure you kill all those scumbags before the Marines and the roaches get there. Who are involved in financing. The world as we know it has ended. We refuse to give power to you and your paper. We the people refuse to play in your monetary casino. The world is not yours. It is only through our consent you were able to do what you did. And it stops now. Change or die.